Welcome back to the New Zealand Underwater Hockey Under-19 Championships. We're on game 18 and we've got girls Central B in white caps and white sticks playing girls South Island in black caps and black sticks. And we've got a little freeze on the screen here, but there's a pause and play. So they're back underwater now. And we're back, sorry about that. We've got a ref call here and it's a stick infringement and it's against white. So players repositioning and ready to go. Southern players going to drive forward here, and looks like Central B managing to get it out towards the side. Big flick forward there from the Southern player and connected well, but the defence from Central B managed to get there and protect that puck and take it out to the wall. And Southern driving along the wall, wanting to get it into that area where they can get closer to the goal bin, and Central B taking it back along the wall, those players getting into their rotations, and the defensive players sitting there waiting for that move. Southern player comes in front of the goal bin there and defended really nicely by Central B, and back out to the other wall in front of their sub bin. Quick subs going in there to get those fresh legs in and holding on the wall there. And a ref call, a stick infringement against the Southern team, and so Central can get possession of that puck and they'll be looking to clear that and survive this initial onslaught from the Southern team. And there we have Central driving it out to the wall and getting that pass up to the wing on the wall there, and she's driving that forward. And plenty of defence down there from the Southern team. And that rotation just a little bit static as they drive backwards and forwards. But you can see some really good rotations there, and now Southern making a bit of a run there, but nicely stopped by Central B. Southern taking it off the wall into the centre of the pool there, and good protection to get that pass away. And you can see the forwards positioning themselves in front of that puck for a pass, but the Central B team get it out to the wall, and now they're looking to try and drive back towards their goal bin. And we've got a ref call here, and it's a stick infringement and pushing the Southern team back. And so stick infringement when that stick hits anything else except for the puck. So they just need to take a bit more care when they're going for that tackle on the puck. And the Central B team driving forward here, looking to make a bit of ground and get into their scoring half. And just sitting in our blind spot, and infringement there, barging and pushing Central A team back, so it's advantage to Southern and gives them the opportunity just to reposition get the defence, get into an attacking manoeuvre, and good flick there from Southern to connect with the forward. That's their number 7, Scarlett Reeves. And now Central B got that position again and back onto the wall and looking to get those rotations going. And just not quite getting their timing right there, needing to get a few more bodies on the ground and get that momentum there. And Southern getting good position there, just holding that puck, but waiting for players to come in. And now Central have players in there lining up to take the puck forward, but Southern's taking it off the wall. And just as that momentum was building, we got a ref call and a stick infringement against the Central B team. Now in the Southern team, we've got everyone in that team from Nelson, and a mix of Nelson College for girls and Waimea College there. And that gives them the advantage of having played together as a team quite a lot all year through their school play. So they'll know each other really well, and it means they have, obviously got those playing formations, and they know how each other play and where to expect their players to be in the pool. And they're taking that advantage puck, driving forward through the centre, and then turning, laying it back nicely for players to swim onto. Defence from Central B looking pretty good here, but not managing to hold on to it. That puck getting right into the danger zone, but on the back wall there. And Central B looking to drive it back out to the wall. And stick infringement against Southern. So that gives that breathing space for Central, get in position, and I think we'll probably see them look to go to safety on the wall and just get out of the danger zone here. So the centre taking it forward there, and then team backing up, getting it onto the wall and starting to drive it. A lot of players from Southern there looking to get the rotation and get some momentum going in the opposite direction. And Southern player got it off the wall there, number 2, Isabella McKean, and she's driving it forward, but again, that defence from the Central B team is getting in there and disrupting that drive. And now we're back on the wall, and Nelson looking to get that space in that channel off the wall, and now they're driving forward really strongly, and goalie for Central B in there and getting it out to the wall. Into the corner, and now Central B looking to get some momentum going along the wall, and everyone's getting their bodies down there and really rotating really quickly through there. Southern gets the puck moving again, but back come Central, driving it back along the wall, and Southern again driving it back into space, trying to get into that sweet spot in front of the goal bin, but Central B back there in defence, really strong. Now they're looking to drive it back down, looking for some support there. Need to get those Central B players down and just really making some progress there, but the refs have called, and it's stick infringement, but the Central B team has called for a team timeout, and I'd say their coaches will be looking to just get them focusing on getting through once they get outside that danger zone, actually just backing up and getting those players lined up to take the passes and really protect that puck. Southern will be looking to just maintain their composure when they get down the end there. They're just losing that puck to the defence from Central B, and they've had quite a bit of play right in front of that goal bin, and they're not quite managing to get that in. So the coaches on each side will be having a really good chat to them and trying to get them to really focus and keep to their game plan when they're under pressure. Now back to the advantage Southern, and again right back in that wall zone, and Southern looking to drive off, get into that open space, and Central B player in there disrupting, trying to get possession. Number 10 for Southern now driving it through, changing direction as she goes. That's Jasmine Borum Wright, and she's at Marlborough Girls College. And here comes Central B back again along that wall, looking to drive back. And looks like it's coming off the wall here by the look of these players, and heading right across the pool. Big wide move, and you see the Southern players just using that adjacent sub bench to get some fresh legs in, and teams rotating through, and Southern's got that puck. Not making a lot of progress right now as the players just battling it backwards and forwards, and now just coming off the wall, and Central B player just driving it forward, getting down to the back corner, and a couple of players from Southern on her, and stick infringement against Central B. We've got just under 4 minutes to go in the first half. It's 0-0 between Southern in the black and Central B in the white. Another team timeout. Oh no, it's a ref conference call, I think. Something they've spotted there that they just need to have a chat to each other about. And looks like we've got number 12 for Southern going to the bin, Isabella Wenzel. So something's happened in there. I didn't see how long she's got in the bin. And so back into it with Central B taking that puck and looking to move it wide in front of the goal bin. And the Southern team's defending strongly, but the Central B's still got that possession, passing it forward and keeping it in the middle, but Southern getting that puck and now driving strongly down the pool, and really lots of energy there, passing it back, not quite got the smooth transition to those other team members, and Central B drive it back. Ref called that, and barging against the Central B team, and just needing to get that composure and get on the puck first. And so Southern will get back in position and wanting to work quite quickly to get keep that momentum going, and losing it there to the Central B defence, but the refs have called an advantage to Southern. So again, teams quickly subbing as that advantage goes, and Central B having to get down and defend that goal bin again. And really good work there from Southern. They're right on the bin and backing up each other. And yes, that goal has been awarded to number 4, Chantel Brosnan, who plays for Nelson College Senior A. She's certainly a player that's doing well. She played under 18 interzones in 2020, made the senior girls tournament and the nationals this year, and was the MVP junior girls for Nelson College for Girls in 2020. And maybe a relation of the coach, I suspect, Rebecca Brosnan. And here we see that strike, nice strong 2 central B players right up there, the forwards side by side, taking that strike and then being able to maintain that momentum. Out to the wall now, and those teams just getting their rotations going, looking to get their bodies nice and low so they can get the legs pumping and really drive it forward, and just holding there at the moment, waiting for the next player to come in, and you can see those rotations perhaps a little bit slow at the moment, and needing to get those players down there ready for the take the puck and just really get moving. And Southern's managed to get that going, but now Central B moving forward and backwards and forwards we go on this wall tussle. Both these teams seem to like that wall channel and really working hard to move backwards and forwards. Central just making a little bit of progress here, section by section down the pool, and we've reached half time. So 1-0 to Southern over the Central B team, and we'll just take a short break now and be back with you for the second half. Welcome back to the second half of game 18, Southern Girls in Black versus the Central B in White Caps and Sticks. And again, a pretty even strike there, and back to their favoured wall. And it's a really even battle in the first half along the wall. And the refs have called advantage to Southern, and we'll see those players reset and ready to go. So until they touch the puck, the defending team can't come in and push back against them. They have to stay behind the line. And now we see that puck coming off the wall there, and Central B trying to defend that and driving it right back across to the wall. Southern player waiting now for a team to come in, protect that puck, and just being slightly overwhelmed by the Central B players getting there in time. And we've got another ref stoppage here, and it's a stick infringement against the Central B team. See those quick subs coming in, ready to take advantage of the advantage puck. And down they go again. And getting some really good momentum going forward and driving at the bin, but the Central B player pushing it back along that back wall and then managing to clear it out of the immediate danger zone, back over to the wall there. Really great save from Central B, and here they come again, Southern, and this time backing up really well. Southern Sticks getting in there, protecting that corner of the bin, and the refs are calling a stoppage here, and pushing the Southern team back, and Central will be very happy to take advantage of that. And they're driving strongly back out to the wall there, and then looking for teams to come in and drive through. Southern getting in good position there, and another infringement. The refs will be getting a bit sick of this. So barging there, and it's against the Central B team. So Central B back behind the referees, and you see the forwards for Southern sitting in front of the puck, ready to take a pass and drive forward towards the goal bin. And looks like the Central B team getting in there, defending, getting their body position nice and low, and having the power to then drive it back out. But Southern just keep coming back. They're backing up really nicely there and protecting their position, but Central B look to have got possession again. And now we've got a ref timeout. It looks like someone might be having a rest on the side of the pool, or are they just giving a bit of feedback on a technique perhaps they're using that's causing them to be penalised, and just making sure they're aware that whatever they need to do, whatever they've been doing, they need to stop doing, and they're back into it. So getting their bodies nice down low, ready to defend, and big flick from number 7, but well defended by number 4 for the Central B team, Gaia Passmore, getting in there and really making sure that the puck gets out to the side. Now Southern are really dangerous here, and the great save there coming in from number 5 for the Central B team, and 7 for the Southern team, driving, and they're just twisting and turning, throwing it into the corner there, and now Southern looking to drive it back out, get it back in front of that goal bin, so they've got plenty of room to aim at the goal bin, and finally it pays off, all that backing up, that flick, they get it in there, everyone just getting a little bit tired, and I didn't see whether that was 1 or 11. 11, Jasmine Borum-Wright from the Marlborough Girls College. And really intense in there, and that was just seeing the backing up that came through from the Southern team to just be relentless in attacking the bin. 10 minutes to go in the second half, and Central B looking to come out firing and get onto that wall and start driving it, but Southern take it off the wall and start bringing it back round. And the Central team coming in here, defending that and getting closer to the wall, but Southern, again, getting that rotation going, really looking to compete hard on the wall. They seem pretty evenly matched in this. Those Central B team players coming in, ready to drive, and refs again having a stoppage here and advantage. Not quite sure what's happening here. Advantage Southern. And there we go, driving forward again, nice big flick off to the right and getting that momentum going, but Central B team again driving it back out to the side. Southern getting perhaps a bit more energy going in now and making a bit more progress on their drives, but Central B getting in there. Just need to see a bit more Central B players on the bottom of the pool there. And Southern take it out from the wall, trying to get it back in the danger zone, and we've got another stoppage. And what's the call here? Refs having a bit of a conversation about what's happening there. And good to be able to see they're obviously checking with each other on what's happened and making sure that they're in agreement on the call. Really good having 3 refs in the water as well as a chief ref on the side. They're able to, they move around the play as it moves up and down the pool to make sure that they're always got good visibility about what's going on, and chief refs keeping an eye on the sub benches and also on any players that might break at those advantage puck calls. And number 12 for Southern's getting 2 minutes on the side, Isabella Wenzel. So that's going to put a bit of pressure on her team. And we'll see the Central team really looking to pick up the pace now and driving it into the wall, trying to get that forward momentum going, but Southern defending well. Teams that are player down do tend to lift their energy level and look to compensate for that lack of player. And ref call here, and it's against Southern, and so advantage to Central B. So again, we've got just under 8 minutes to go in the second half, and the Central team ready to take the advantage puck. You see there are 2 forwards right up there, and a team timeout has been called. So teams, the coaches looking to really settle things down, and things can get a bit disrupted when there's a player out, and just wanting to get those players really focusing on the job that they need to be doing, whether it's attack or defence, getting in position and keeping really calm. These are tension points in games where you really want to see the players following their game plan, working together really well, keeping well connected. And we'll see those players back into position for the advantage puck. And here they go. So centre taking that puck forward and going quite wide this time. But number 7, Scarlet Reeves, stealing that and then really keeping possession really nicely and passing back to number 10. And then we've got into the little gap and on the Central B team looking to drive up through the centre of the pole, getting some great momentum there. Southern coming in on defence. And number 3 going to the bin for 1 minute for the under 18 Central B team. That's Natalie Groot. Stick infringement there. And so there's now one player from each team out, so it's 5 on 5. Again, that can disrupt just their playing formation, but they're pretty evenly matched, these two teams, even though Southern is ahead on the scoreboard. So they're a big drive coming from Central B, trying to get that central position back towards their goal bin, but Southern driving strongly there, big flick and driving through. The defenders came down en masse from Central B and now getting there, getting on the park, driving out nicely to the wall there and holding it, bringing in the rest of the defence. Southern looking to take it off, get it back in front of that goal bin so they can use those drives and their really strong flicks that Nelson's known for. And there they are again, passing it forward and the forward driving at the bin, but defence from Central B is strong and gets back out to the wall there and waiting for her teammates to come in and start that momentum back up the wall, get them back into a safer zone. And you can see Southern team there sitting just off the wall waiting for that puck to come out so they can drive onto it. And the Central B players really trying to just start making some progress. And there they go, just inching along. And then the Southern players just getting in there and pushing it back. So just having to keep those rotations going and now getting a bit of momentum, Central B, and driving it down the wall, getting that body position really low. It's so hard to stop when they're right down there. You have to get round in front of them and then still have the strength to hold it. So Southern just holding against the wall and those players coming in, Southern taking it off the wall right across the front of the bin and a ref call in there. And it looks like we've got someone else going to the bin for a stick infringement. And the two players that were in the bin have come back. It doesn't appear that the player that's going to the bin has heard the message. Now she's got that and she's heading out of the water. And the advantage to Central B, got all their support there. The boys team there supporting them and giving them that encouragement. And look, they're getting in there, getting nice down low, and Southern's come across the back there, defended nicely back out to the wall. And Central B driving again, getting numbers in there. But the Southern team strong on defence, just getting bodies along that back wall and preventing access to the bin from there. And another penalty, another stoppage, and not. So we've still got one player out for Southern, and they're on defence here as the Central B team don't manage to keep possession there, and Southern driving it back down the pool, and Central B just having to really scramble. That Southern player really getting some momentum going there, but just not quite having someone to pass on to, and so now it's held there on the wall as the players organise themselves and flurry of activity in from the subs bench on the Central B team, and some fresh legs in there as they really battle on that wall and trying to get that drive going. And again, getting that body position nice and low, waiting for the player to come in behind or someone in front who can take it forward. Lots of rotations. These players will be getting quite tired. We're 2.5 minutes to go in the second half, and then Southern, another really strong drive off the wall into the centre of the pool, but well defended by Gaia Passmore, and she's driven it back right across the pool to the wall, giving her players time to come in, back her up. And we've got another penalty against Southern, advantage against Southern, and teams there making their way quickly to the goal bin. And we've got another sin bin by the looks of it. 1 minute. Looks like number 3. Bronte Morton. 1 minute on the side. Clock doesn't start till she's actually out of the water. So good to get out of the water as quickly as you can. And so now Central B having advantage of 6 players on 5. But not much time left to get a puck into the bin, and a strong drive into the centre there coming from Central B. Defence coming on, but again, Central B working really hard, getting it onto the back wall there. Now they need to just do a quick reset into the middle, get it into that 3-metre circle, driving in, and there we go. Excellent work, Central B. And that goal has been awarded. And ref's having a bit of a chat to one of the players there. I'm not sure what happened there. And I'm not sure that they called who that was. So now it's 2 goals to Southern, 1 to Central B. And they're ready to restart. And there's a timeout. So this is one really critical time. There's 37 seconds left on the clock. So Central B will be wanting to draw this game. They're going to have to strike hard and really own possession if they're going to get there. And no surprises what Southern will be looking to do. They'll be looking to get possession themselves and then keep that puck well away from their goal bin. So Southern's still playing with 5 players against Central B's 6. And there we go, Central got that puck on the strike, but really nice tackle there coming in from Southern and getting possession. Southern back to 6 players now, and 17 seconds to go, and Central B driving it back off the wall into the middle of the pool, looking to try and get in front of that goal bin, but going back to the wall as Southern defending. 2 seconds to go, and that's full time. So 2 goals to 1. Southern have won this game against Central B. Really intensive game there. Great game by both teams. And we'll take a short break and be back in just a few minutes.